and see, this is a fact that Jalen didn't say. Jalen didn't say that the leadership and the whole group 1776 came to the Christmas light display. The whole group that we were protesting came to the Christmas light display. So that's why everyone was going to go and protest Jalen's house, because the group we've been protesting for years. And the telescope's just like, he's the most like,
Notice how he doesn't finish his sentence claiming it was the whole group, and he goes into the telescope comment. That is the group of people that came here, the small group that came here. Bandit never came to my home. He says the entire group came here. That's not the entire group. And do you know why they came to my home? Because they thought that you were coming there that day. Because you continued to go online and say how you were coming here with a bunch of people. Once again, you deflected that entire night that we talked to you on Boss Talk. What does that say? I start protesting Xmas light display on Thursday and will protest through the holidays. Xmas included. Live with Joshua, Crystal, and first responders have the power to stop me and save Christmas. Blackmail. That is blackmail. I will remove videos that they struck on YouTube and Rumble, and they will be history. You have my word. I will not protest the Christmas lights. 3 people have the power to remove the copyright strikes. When did it become I had to tell these people to remove their strikes? The more noise, the better. Please come and exercise your freedom of speech. I'm sure the neighbors will love all the extra people during the holidays. Remember, the protest is no longer up to me, but 3 very special people. Right there, again, you were participating in multiple people coming to our home. You were encouraging multiple people to post online. Please come and exercise your freedom of speech. More facts, more proof that you're lying. Oh, and right here, where you say you're going to help influence the votes. The contest that we were in. You said that. You posted that. You encouraged other people not to vote for our home. I don't even care about that. My issue was you coming there saying you were going to bullhorn us, yell and scream like you do anywhere else that you go. I didn't want you affecting children that were coming to our home. I was protecting the children at our home. And then you're participating in calling our police department, encouraging others to do that too. We also had threats made to us too. This Jacob person actually put up a meme that showed people hitting another person right there and tagging me in that. The anger that people had towards us was ridiculous, and they wouldn't listen. People starting to talk about, oh, I'm getting ready to come to the Christmas light display to protest with DOA. Right here it is. Vaughn just landed. Jamette should be on her way. Live with Joshua and Crystal for the Christmas motivation. Keep your boxing gloves up, Tricky Woo says. I can't believe how many people are showing up for the protest. Remember we said that on Boss Talk? We're showing receipts. We have the proof. Scuttlebutt. My flight leaves at 2 p.m. This wasn't Vaughn and F-Tick. AP, my Uber had a hell of a time getting here from the airport. Luckily, my flight was not canceled. See everyone in a little while. It's going to be such a great night. I can arrive Friday because of the drive. Direwolf and myself are headed that way too. And don't forget, Direwolf paid for a hotel less than a mile from our home. I want a hug from Aunt, Scuttlebutt. And then comes the threat of, okay, Cunning Stunt was also another one. Layover, I made it so far. And it was very cold. Very cold. So, lot of snow. Scuttlebutt sharing a picture of a area with planes. I will see you there, Trucker Girl said. Getting on the plane. See you all in a few hours. Best Christmas ever, Cunning Stunt was saying. About to board my flight. Wish me luck. Fort Wayne, here I come. That was Cunning Stunt. You got my contact info in case your flight gets redirected because of the weather. Sam rented a 12-passenger van, and we should be able to squeeze at least one more person in. So here they are talking about a lot of people coming to our home. This is when we decided to contact police. Flight got diverted to Indy, going to pick up the passenger van and head north. Sam Frayer said that. This is all the stuff that Matt and I were talking about, all the receipts that we have. People did not all see what was going on and what we did behind the scenes. Contacting our police, letting them know that a large group was trying to come to our home and disrupt in our neighborhood. She wouldn't want her neighbors knowing she supported that cult of pedo lovers for so long. I didn't support a pedophile. I was never friends with a pedophile. There's some address in Fort Wayne. I believe it was a restaurant when we looked it up. Here's them saying we're harvesting addresses when we were sending letters to children. All this defamation, all this slander online. Best effing Christmas ever. Jalen rethinking shit. No, I'm not rethinking shit. I didn't do anything wrong. Matt and I didn't do anything wrong. Here's DOA tagged in this for backup. These are all the people that were there for backup. Here's the most important part. I have to stop here for a minute. I'll be back. So this person was saying that we were targets. Targets don't know how many of us are coming. We can show up in a mass, or we can be stealth protesters. Pretend to be people coming to see the lights, making sure Jalen and Matt don't harm or harass the main protesters. Some on foot, some on cars. One or more cars nearby at all times ready to stop and provide protection or refuge. This is when we called the police and gave this and many other screenshots to them because they were calling us targets. stating that they were going to put cameras in our yard. Meanwhile, let's get familiar with the route. Dress warmly, Walmart nearby, which is true, a mile away. Talking about bullhorns and how they're going to drink champagne afterwards and celebrate what they're going to do to our home. Give me back my channel, please. Defender of Ants, one of his live stream titles. And here is Lori participating in the chat, and we had an RO against her at the time because I didn't want these crazy people coming to my home. There's Cunning Stunt saying don't vote for our home, which I didn't care about that. I really didn't. All links have been sent. Good luck. This is where they start talking about game cameras. Game cameras have been set. So they claim they put game cameras in our yard. The money will be paid after the completion of the mission. Seems it's all. This was all in your chat, DOA. What's your excuse for that? Good show in your hotel room. By the way, your fur coat might be used against you for past crimes.
Right, like with Joshua. This is all you. Live with Joshua. I guess you really don't care about Christmas. I have to thank you, Live with Joshua.
I did not want a deranged homeless man coming to my home. I have no idea who this person is. Do you think I want that in front of kids? Baldy Banks doing this investigating of Matt. He didn't even have the right Matt. Matt's never been in jail, never broke the law. Talking about contacting Nextdoor or Facebook. Another point to make, they were doxing us a lot. Look at what the Baldy Banks said. He was looking up Matt's record on my case. And for the record, Matt is Matthew J. Talking about contacting Nextdoor. All these things that these people were doing to us. And to go back to the beginning of this video, he claims that all of 76 came to our home. There was a handful of people that came here because they had thought you were going to be here that day. And they wanted to confront you and try and stop you from doing this at our home. I have shown the proof. The whole reason all of this has happened is because of one person. And that is Scott Hochstetter, DOA, Scotty Hochstetter, claiming a lot of people were coming to our home. And this was 2022. 2022, not when you came here in 23. Our granddaughter went to the hospital in 23 while you were here. You chose to come to our home just for clicks and views and money. You also, in 24, another blackmail that you did on us was say that you wanted me to drop the RO that I had, that actually when it was in effect, and you would sign a contract to never come back here. You're responsible for the people that you instructed to do things online. You instructed people to contact our contest. You instructed people to contact neighbors and our son. You even admitted on Boss Talk that you actually contacted our son. You finally admitted that. So I just wanted to get the record straight. It wasn't the group of 76, and that's not an excuse to come to our home. A handful of people came here, and the reason they came here was because they thought you were going to come to our home that night. All reactions to what you put out there. Final thoughts. Matt and I put on this display to bring joy to children, to help our veterans locally. We've done it for longer than we were in 76. I don't need to disassociate. When I walk away from something, I walk away from it. That's my way of disassociation. Don't tell me how to disassociate from something. You came here. You made the threats. You harassed us online and in person. I'm glad that you said you're not going to come back anymore. Matt and I hope that you straighten your life around, but just don't come back here. We don't want you here. You know we don't want you here. Your followers, your viewers, I don't want any of them here. Just leave us alone. We never went to anyone's home. I've never posted anyone's address. I've never given private information publicly. And I've been sent a lot of stuff. And I've kept my mouth shut. Because that's who I am. I don't do that to people. So, we put out the facts. Right there it is. He was the one saying there was going to be a bunch of people here. Matt and I just want to move on from all of this, live our lives, and not deal with this kind of drama and BS. We shouldn't have been put through this, and our grandchildren shouldn't be put through this. Children coming to our home looking at Christmas lights shouldn't be put through this. This isn't where the protest was. This was our home. David B. Yeah, our home. Not a public event. You think you tout that it was a public event. Well, when you say to someone, don't come here, you're not welcome, then you need to respect that. Are you saying it's okay, David, to, when a woman says no, to just ignore that? Is that what you're saying, David B? Because that's not respecting a woman. I know Meena has sat there and said that I need to move on and I need to do my gardening and whatever else. I am moving on, Meena, for your information. But, if any of you keep touting your damn lies, your little friend DOA, Scotty Hochstetter, and all the other little minions or monkeys or whatever the hell you call your group, tout your lies, I'm going to rebuttal those lies, and I am going to show the proof, which I have been doing. So as long as you guys keep your mouth shut and quit lying about Matt and I, you don't have to worry about me posting. I won't be posting anymore about this. But if you continue, Meena, David B., all the others, Scotty, if you continue to lie about Matt and I online, I'm going to put up the proof. Just like this video. This is the proof. This is receipts. So anyway, I wish you all well. Because Matt and I are going to enjoy our life just like we always have. 35 years of marriage, a beautiful family, our son, our daughter, our grandchildren. We are going to enjoy our life. So, we wish you all well. Hope you guys have fun doing whatever you guys do. you're bullying online, have fun with that. Karma always comes around. But anyway, hope you all have a good day. Look at that post up there. I can't believe how many people are showing up for this protest. But he didn't participate in that. It was F. Tick and Vaughn. No, it wasn't. We all know the truth. And F. Tick and Vaughn, thank you for your apologies. Thank you for your friendship. Thank you for your parasocial friendship. We're parasocial friends. So anyway, I appreciate the people that came to us and apologized and were sincere, unlike his apology, if you want to even call that, on Boss Talk. But if you want to check out Matt on Boss Talk, go over there and look at Matt finally confronting DOA. And that is actually the first time I was able to confront DOA. Not really in person, but in a setting where I could hear him responding to what I was saying. So yeah, I did overreact. I was a little vulgar. I apologize for that. That's not who I am normally. That's a lot of anger coming out right there. But anyway, have a good day, guys. Be kind to each other. We have a short visit here on Earth. Have a good day. Catch you later.